G'day everyone, Alistair Clark here from Sunrise Grower Services. This is our second map rice tutorial video for the upcoming rice season. In this video we're going to be looking at creating and submitting rice seed orders. Now in order to create a seed order we need to make our way over to the seed order functionality on the left hand side of the Agtrix homepage. Now if I click on that seed order button, that's going to load up the seed order summaries for all the farms connected to your grower number. In this case, I've only got the farm number there for the Rapple farm down at Jerilderie, so I'm only seeing that farm on my list here. If you have other farms connected to your grower number, you'll see a separate line for each of those different farms. Now, for the Rapple farm, as you can see, there hasn't been any orders created yet with the no order button there. But looking below that, you can actually see that there has been a Reiziq tonnage contract submitted to Sunrise. So that's already displaying there, and that order can be created as we move to the next part of the seed ordering page. So to create that order and create any other orders, we need to click on the order on this farm button, which will allow us to create an order for that farm that we've just clicked on. And then again, as you can see, we've got the Reiziq contract listed there on our seed orders for farm 7829. Now, if I want to go through and finalize the seed order for the Reiziq contract I've got, all I would need to do is click on the order button. If you had contracts for other varieties, you'll see a separate line for each of those varieties that you've had contracts submitted for. Now, so for this case, I'm going to jump in, click on the order, and we're going to work through creating the seed order for the Reiziq contract that I've already got listed for farm 7829. Now you can see in the top field here where it's asking for us to select variety, Reiziq is already selected because we're submitting the order for our contract. It's then asking us to select the depot. And for me, I'm going to click Deniliquin, and then I'm going to put in my seed order rate, 145 kilograms per hectare, and select my sowing method. Now, once all of those have been selected, the final thing that needs to be done on this page is to actually select the paddocks that the rice is going to be sown into. Now, on the right-hand side of the page, we've still got all our mapping features here, so I can zoom in and then select those paddocks. So I'm going to be able to pop that into these paddocks here, and as I click them, you'll see on the mapping side of the page, they're highlighting yellow, and on the left-hand side of the page, they're being added to the list of paddocks/crops. And the total hectares has been added up there. Now for that final bay, Sheep Wash 5, the one on the most south there, if I didn't want to do a whole paddock, you can see that these are being listed as whole paddocks here, we can actually edit the area and remove some of the bays that maybe aren't going into rice. Now to do that, I just need to find the paddock from my list, select the edit button here, and then similarly to adding and editing paddocks that you would have hopefully seen a tutorial video for already, we can go in and edit this paddock to remove these 3 bays. So I'm going to take out these 3 bays on the left here, and I'm going to do that by removing the points. So I can do that by holding down the shift button and then clicking on that point, and you can see that these points are being removed, and now I have the Sheep Wash 5 paddock with those 3 bays taken out. And if I zoom out, you can see how that looks. You can see on the left-hand side while I'm doing that, that it's gone from the type being a whole paddock to actually a polygon because it's been reduced. So to save that paddock and then move to the next page, we can just click on the Save and Next button, and that's going to take us through. Once we've gotten through to this page, once it loads up, we're going to be asked for the final seed order details to submit. Now, we can see at the top of the page, we've got a summary of the seed order that we're creating at the moment. So we've got Reiziq, the issue depot that we'd selected, and then the total hectares, and based on that and the sowing rate, we'd put down the total amount of seed that we need to pick up for that variety from that depot. And if I zoom in here, we can see the 3 paddocks that have been selected, and we can see with Sheep Wash 5 that it's been remapped to the shape that I'd popped in by drawing that out. Now, I've already filled this in before, so we can see that the details have already been filled out, but the first thing it's going to ask you for is your payment arrangement. If you're in a partnership, you'll see that there's each of the different businesses will be listed down here, and you can pop in the arrangements of that payment agreement. You're also able to select your payment terms, whether it's cash on collection or deduction from crop proceeds. So that's just a drop down box there. The contact details for SunRice and the depot site to get in touch with you from. So just your best details there. And then a series of tick boxes for you to select and work through as well. So the first one is looking at the SunRice crop insurance program. Whether or not you want to participate is just the tick box, and then what level of excess you want to select is the second part of that. We've also got the native game bird management program, so whether or not you'd like to participate and what level of allocation you're wanting to participate with. To find out more details about that, you can just click on the blue link and that will take you to the details of that program. You're also then asked to select through the seed price, receivable plan, collection info, SunRice supplier sustainability code, and terms and conditions for SunRice. So those are all checkboxes there. And again, to find out any more information, it's just a matter of selecting any of these links, and you'll be taken through to a page with more details of each of those. So once you're happy with the tick boxes and your correct details are in, we can just press the green submit button again. And this might just take a while to push through. But once it's done that, we'll then be back at the seed order summaries for farm 7829 and be able to see this contracted RISIQ order with a seed order against it. And so once that's been submitted, you'll get this little prompt, seed order submitted, and we can move forward from there. So I'll press OK. And now you'll see on the left-hand side of the page, the details have loaded up. We've got that contract being submitted for RISIQ. And now, rather than there being the yellow no ordered button, we actually have the blue ordered button say that a seed order has been submitted for this farm. Now, the other way seed orders can be created, if a contract hasn't been submitted, is to add the seed order by adding a pool. And to do that, we just need to click on the green Add Pool button. Now on this page, you'll see everything is exactly the same as the contract order. The only thing is the variety won't be preloaded because we haven't selected it yet. So we just need to jump in and select the variety we want to submit against. I'm going to pop in a crop of Koshikari, select the issue depot. So again, at Deniliquin, the rate that we want to sow with, put that in 130, and then again the sowing method. Now what you can see is that the paddocks that were selected for RISIQ have already been marked in green. These paddocks can be selected again, but you won't be able to actually submit it if they're overlapping. But it will actually allow you, for example, if we wanted to do the remaining 3 bays of Sheep Wash 5, to select that paddock and then go through and edit that area just to those 3 bays. That will actually work. I don't want to do that for this time around. I'm going to put that in Sheep Wash 4. So now I've got the paddock selected there, it's in the list, everything's ready to go, so I can click on Save and Next and move to the next page. Now once you've filled this page in for the first time, all the details will actually be saved there and ready to go, so you don't need to go through filling in all of these details. The only thing you really need to do on this page is just double check this little seed order summary at the top of the page that's telling us the individual amounts of each variety and the depots it's being picked up from. If you're happy with those details there, and also the mapping information on the left-hand side of the page, well, then we can just click on Submit again, and we can confirm that seed order we've just created. And now you can see that the seed order has been submitted. We're prompted there. We can click OK, and that's now finalized. So on the left-hand side of our page, once we're back at the seed order summaries, we can see all the details there, and those 2 seed orders have been submitted and will be available for pickup from the depots that we've selected. Now to move back from there, we can jump back to our seed order summaries for our grower number, and on this page we can see again that by the summary we've had orders against this farm. If we wanted to create more orders against this farm, we can click on the Order on this farm button and move through those details again. Or if you had multiple farms, well, then you'd be able to select on any of those on this list and move through the same process that I've just ran you through there before. Cool. And then to get back to the MapPrice homepage, it's just a matter of clicking back again. And from there, we're going to be looking at all of the details and all of the different functionality in Agtrix again. Cool. So thanks very much for following this video. I hope it's been beneficial, and keep an eye out for more communications and tips for using MapPrice for the upcoming season. Thanks very much, guys.